Well, it was never going to be a low-key affair. On the final night of the Republican National Convention, President Donald Trump took to the stage. In a speech which ran longer than an hour, he praised his own record and attacked Joe Biden, painting a dystopian view of America under a Democratic president. The Republican Party chose to stage the festivities on the south lawn of the White House. It provided a spectacular backdrop, but it's a controversial choice, as past presidents have not used the hallowed place for such party political purposes. Chief Foreign Correspondent Philip Williams is in Washington.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
There were warm-up acts. Donald Trump's daughter Ivanka took to the stage before her father, but there was just one man the hundreds of people seated on the lawn had come to see.
I stand before you tonight, honoured by your support, proud of the extraordinary progress we have made together over the last 4 incredible years, and brimming with confidence in the bright future we will build for America over the next 4 years.
Before the hard sell, the acceptance by the president that he was officially up for 4 more years.
I profoundly accept this nomination for President of the United States.
Donald Trump did address that virus, which is still killing hundreds of Americans every day. He expressed his sympathy for the victims, but didn't remind the crowd that the US has the worst death toll in the world. It's just hit 180,000 today. The president blames China and says Joe Biden's approach would have killed countless more.
If we had listened to Joe, hundreds of thousands more Americans would have died. Instead of following the science, Joe Biden wants to inflict a painful shutdown on the entire country. His shutdown would inflict unthinkable and lasting harm on our nation's children, families, and citizens of all backgrounds. The cost of the Biden shutdown would be measured in increased drug overdoses, depression, alcohol addiction, suicides, heart attacks, economic devastation, job loss, and much more. Joe Biden's plan is not a solution to the virus, but rather it's a surrender to the virus.
Listening to the president tell everyone what a great job he's done battling the virus were hundreds of people sitting together without masks, all enjoying the presidential pile-on against his Democrat rival, Joe Biden.
Biden's record is a shameful roll call of the most catastrophic betrayals and blunders in our lifetime. He has spent his entire career on the wrong side of history.
The president said Joe Biden's support of China's entry into the WTO meant jobs and technology were stolen from US workers, and he promised to confront China in the future. But it was far from the only line of attack against Joe Biden. For weeks, the president has linked violent protests in cities like Seattle, Portland and now Kenosha to Democrat inaction and radical ideology. The president says Biden's America would be dominated by anarchists and radical socialists intent on destroying the nation.
If the Democrat Party wants to stand with anarchists, agitators, rioters, looters and flag burners, that is up to them. But I, as your president, will not be a part of it. The Republican Party will remain the voice of the patriotic heroes who keep America safe and salute the American flag.
Throughout the 4 nights of the Republican convention, the list of black speakers has been long and loud in support of a second Trump term. The president needs to attract more African Americans to vote for him if he's to have a chance come November, and he wasn't shy selling the message.
And I say very modestly that I have done more for the African American community than any president since Abraham Lincoln, our first Republican president. And I have done more in 3 years for the black community than Joe Biden has done in 47 years.
Donald Trump looked in his element, an adoring crowd in a spectacular location, the sort of combination that energises this president.
I love you all. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
At the end, the Washington Monument lit up with a spectacular fireworks display. The pyrotechnics spelt out Trump and then 2020. But as the President well knows, this feel-good moment is only as good as the votes it harvests. And only in November will we know if 2020 was his moment of triumph or failure. This is Philip Williams in Washington reporting for PM.